Good morning, students. Today, computer science. We will see lesson 1, computers, types and languages. Okay, we have seen so many computers we are using in the shops, we are using the school, we are using hospitals, railway station, airport, everywhere we are seeing all the places are they are doing their work by using the computers. Okay, each place it will depends upon their purposes, depends upon their size. The computers, their types will change depends upon their data what they it is using, and then size and processing capacity, and then generation and purposes. The main types of computers classified based on first types of data they use, second one size and processing capacity, third one generation, fourth one is the purpose. Okay, first we will see the classification based on types of data. Types of data, in this classification they are classifying into three types. Okay, first one is analog, digital and hybrid. Okay, first one is analog, digital and hybrid. Analog computer means an analog computer is used to process continuous data such as temperature, pressure. It requires a continuous input of data. Means what? Analog computer means it will requires the continuous data, continuous input data to process. It operates by measuring these values rather than counting. For example, of analog computers are thermometer and speedometer. You have seen now our bikes and all, they have our how much speed we are going, right? How much petrol is indicating there. Okay, now if you are going 40 kilometer speed, if you are going 30 kilometer speed, if you are going 100 kilometer speed, everything it will indicate on the speedometer. It will indicate on the speedometer. That speedometer is also one kind of analog computer. Okay, next one is digital computer. Digital computer means what we are using, right? That is the digital computer. Digital computer represents data as a physical quantity with the help of digits or numbers. They use binary digits 0 and 1. Means digital computers only they will use 0 and 1. We are pressing A, E, S, whatever we want, we are pressing through the keyboard. But what happens? Computer it will understand by 0 and 1 only. These numbers are used to perform arithmetic calculation and also take logical decisions. It works by counting. For example, desktop computers, laptops, then whatever you are using in the computers at the house, no, in our computer lab we have, these computers are called digital computers. Next one, digital computers, they are classifying into two kinds, means general purposes and special purposes. General purpose computers are those which can perform a variety of functions. The program are not permanently stored but are input at the time execution. The computers are very versatile. Depending upon the software, various tasks can be accomplished such as writing and editing MS Word, editing pictures in Photoshop. Means general purposes means generally what we are using. Okay, that is the general purposes. Then special purpose computer is the one that designed for to perform specific task. The instruction program to carry out take permanently stored in the machine, such as computer are not versatile. They can only perform the task they programmed to do again and again. They are used for traffic lights control system, weather forecasting, launching satellites. Means now you see general purposes, whatever computer we are using, no, that is general purposes. You can do painting, you can play games, you can watch movies, you can create the documents, everything is the general purposes. You can use all kind of work. But special purpose means that computer you can use for that special, for that only one purpose, that is called special purpose computer. Next one is hybrid computers. Hybrid computers are computers which combine the features of both digital and analog type. The type of computer operated by counting as well as by measuring. What happens? Hybrid computer means now it is mixed up with the analog also and the digital also. It is a fast like the analog and give accurate result like digital. They are used in hospital. An analog device measures patient's heartbeat ECG. These values then converted into digital form. A digital device then check the result of any abnormality. Means what happens in the hospital and all, now you are going for the hospital checkup, right? You will see so many machines, they will keep the ECG, X-ray machines, and then MRI scan machines, every machines they will have. Okay, now that means analog and digital, both the computers mixed. The mixed one is the hybrid one. Mixed one is the hybrid one. Analog computer will be fast one, digital will be accurate, but the hybrid, that is faster and then plus accurate value also you will get. Then only you will get whatever disease on your you have on your body, everything, then only you can find. Next, classification based on size. Classification based on size. In this there are 4 kinds. They have classified into 4 types. First one is supercomputer, next one is mainframe computer, next mini computer, next one is microcomputer. First one is supercomputer. A supercomputer is a computer with very high speed and a memory. It is a huge in size, covering a room. It is the most expensive computer. Means what happens now, whatever we are now, just imagine our classroom, that supercomputer will be in our room size, very big computer. It will have a very big storage memory. For example, now in your mobile, how much memory you are having? 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, like that you are having. But supercomputers will have thousands, lakhs GPs, like that memory it will have. But we cannot store everything in a small device, no. So they will keep in the supercomputer in a big room. It is the large in size. Then now you are running, how you are calculating the speed? By kilometer. No, like computer, how it will calculate? Flops, floating point operation per second. Okay, instead of million instructions per second, MIPS, million instructions per second. Then supercomputers are used for weather forecasting, molecular research, processing complex scientific data, where a lot of calculation have to be done very quickly. For example, now we are trying to find the medicines for corona and all. Directly we cannot put in the human's body. Before that, they have to check in the computer. For that, which computer they can use? They can use the supercomputers. It will be very accurate. Then only they can find the medicines. Okay. Next one, in India's first supercomputer is Param 8000. Param 8000 is built in 1990. It is considered as a first supercomputer of India. Next, mainframe computer. Computers with large storage capacity and very high speed of processing are known as mainframe computers. They were developed in late 1950s. They have multiple processors and are mainly used in network environment in large organizations such as bank, railway, airways, hospitals. With large amount of data has to be processed quickly. Now, for example, now mainframe computers where they're using in means banks, hospitals, and the airports, everywhere, because it is connected through everywhere. It is connected through everywhere. Now you are sending money to someone else. How it is going? But all the things, all the banks, it connected with the mainframe computer. It is connected with the mainframe computer. Next, mini computer. Mini computers are smaller than mainframe computers, both in size, speed, storage capacity also. They were developed in 60s. They are versatile and can be fitted wherever they are needed. They are digital computers generally used in multi-user system. Mini computers can support 4 to 200 users simultaneously. The users can access the mini computers through their PCs or terminal. What happens? Mini computers, when we compare with the mainframe computer, it will have the little less size, speed also, storage capacity also. Okay, now, but one benefit is we can move wherever we want. We can move this one wherever we want. Next one is the microcomputer. Next one is the microcomputer. Microcomputers, they were introduced in 80s. They have a microprocessor as their central processing unit. What is your processing unit? Your brain. Okay, whatever you wanted to take decision, everything you will take using your brain. Like that, computer also will take their decision from the processor. Next, the microcomputer means nothing, whatever we are using, right? Laptop, computer, notebook, tablet, handheld computers, smartphones and notebooks. These things all are the microcomputer. For example, desktop computer. Desktop computer means, you know, we have in our principal office, we have in our computer lab. These all are the desktop computer. Next, laptop. Laptop means it is a portable, wherever you want you can take. Battery operated computer, how it will work? By using the charge. Okay, there will be a battery to use. Next, display, keyboard, mouse, processor, everything will be attached with one only, in one body only. Next, netbooks. And netbook is smaller than a laptop. They are easy to carry as they are light. They too work on the battery. They are low in cost, are designed for accessing web based application. Means it is not that much facility will not be there in netbook, but you can use only net based application only, like how YouTube you can watch. Now if you want to download some PDF you can watch. For the educational use it will be very useful. Next, palm top. A palm top can be held in our called a personal digital assistant, or PDA. PDA means personal digital assistants. These computers usually do not have keyboards but use a touch screen for users input. They use flash memory instead of hard drive. What happens? Palm tap you can keep in the hand. Okay, you can keep in the hand. How you can say? Now PM, CM, everyone they are having a PA means what? Personal assistant. They are having a human being. But if you want your assistant as a digital, you can keep the palm top personal digital assistants. Okay, but this one will not have the keyboard. You have to get the access through the touch only. Next one is tablet. Tablet can also be held in the hand. It also has a touch screen. It too works on batteries. Tablet we all know, we can use the internet by using the Wi-Fi. We can play games, we can watch movies, then we can use for the study things, we can attend the online classes, everything we can do that tablet. Smartphones, these are cellular phones that functions both as a phone and a small PC. They may use stylus or pen, or maybe have a small keyboard and touch screen for input. Now what is smartphone? Everyone we are using. Now for example, now how you are attending the online classes? I know you have in your hand now smartphones only you are having. Whatever you are having in your hand, that is smartphone. That is the smartphone. Means it is connected through the internet wirelessly. Now is there any wire connected through to your mobile to give the internet? You are giving the wire to give the charge only. For the internet you are not giving, right? For the internet you are not giving. They are commonly used to check mail, play games, and listen to music, or make phone call to attend the online classes. So many things you can use the smartphones. And then wearable computers. This is the latest type of computers. Computer applications like email, contact list, multimedia, calendar, which are commonly used or put inside watch, cell phones, visors, and other devices. Now smartwatches. How many of you know about the smartwatches? Now so many brands of smartwatches are there. Apple watches is there, and then Realme watches is there. Smartwatches, everything you can calculate to your the smartwatch. Means what it will do? It will calculate your heart rate, how much you walked today, how many calories you burnt today. So everything you can track through the smartwatch.